welcome to this new video for my channel, The Mental Traveler. I'm Carolera and today I'm going to be reviewing the story of Memoirs of a Geisha, both the novel and its movie adaptation. The book was published in 1997 by Arthur Golden and the film came out in 2005. It was directed by Rob Marshall and it starred Young Z, Gong Li, Ken Watanabe, Koji Yakusho, Michelle Yeoh, among others. Before I begin, let me just say that this will be a video without spoilers, so sit back and enjoy. Back when the movie was released, my sister saw it and she thought I would like it, so she recommended it to me. And she was not wrong, I loved it. And through the years, my love for it has only increased. At one point, I decided to read the novel the movie was based on. I loved it even more than the film, and for a time, it was one of those stories that I reread every year. Memoirs of a Geisha is a historical novel telling the first-person perspective about a fictional geisha living in Kyoto, Japan, before, during, and after World War II. Her name is Chiyo, who will later be known as Sayuri. We follow Chiyo from the time when she's around 9 years old, living with her family in a poor little house by the sea in this fishing village. Chiyo is an unusual girl because, unlike everyone else she knows, she has blue-gray eyes, and she's a beautiful child, so because of that and other reasons she's sold to a geisha house in Kyoto, and when she gets there she has a difficult time adjusting to her new life. One of her troubles is a popular geisha who lives in the same house called Hatsumomo. She delights in torturing Chiyo because she recognizes in her a future rival. One day Chiyo is really sad and she meets this man in the street who's really nice to her, and this forms a strong infatuation for this man that Chiyo will develop through the years, and she makes a promise to herself that she will become a successful geisha in order to win his heart one day. And over the years she will work as hard as she can to get the man she wants, but many obstacles will stand in her way. Among them, geisha aren't supposed to love, and there are also a lot of men who want Chiyo, now called Sayuri, and among all of these, World War II breaks out, and so now everyone's lives are in danger. And towards the end of the novel we get a glimpse of what it was like to have American soldiers occupying Japan after the war. I give Memoirs of a Geisha, both the book and the movie, a 5 out of 5 stars review, and I highly recommend them. About the novel, I just love that I discovered it at a time when I was just starting to get used to reading books in English, and it had a really simple writing style, and yet that didn't keep it from being this really detailed picture of what it was like to be a geisha back in the 20th century. It has a simple vocabulary but a very poetic style, and the movie, I love the acting, the costumes, the settings, the music. I think it's a worthy adaptation. And as to the story itself, I think it's fascinating because even though the protagonist is an invention from the author's imagination, I found her story and the setting it was told in really appealing and fascinating and intriguing. Really get to know this other culture, and all of the characters are very engaging. And with every reread they become more complex, and I just love that it transports me to a time and place in history which I would have never really known about otherwise. I wasn't always agreeing with what Chiyo was doing, but other than that, I don't have any complaints about Memoirs of a Geisha. I'm sure it's not 100% historically accurate in portraying what it was like to be a geisha last century, but I still like the version that we're shown in this still. For the moment, this is all I have to say about Memoirs of a Geisha. Thank you very much for watching my video of it. Please let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I said in this review, because I would love to talk about Memoirs of a Geisha with you. In the description box below you can find a link to the novel's Goodreads page, as well as a link to the movie's IMDB page. I'm Carolera, the Mental Traveler, and I'll be seeing you soon. I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Sayonara!